All right. So today's session is going to be about scholarships for undergrads, and let me first start off about myself, how about my career path, and how I came to where I am now. So my name is Fadil, and I'm originally from born and raised in Colombo, and so 2016 was my final year at the University of Colombo, and after that point, I wasn't sure if I should do this or that. So I found an opportunity to work for a technology company, and I joined RCS2 Technologies, and I worked there for about 1.5 years. And during that time, thanks to my wife and parents, they kind of urged me to kind of uh, apply for research programs abroad. So in 2018, I was selected for the PhD program in Indiana. And so I joined the physics department there, and I wanted to pursue a career in biophysics because I like interdisciplinary work. And then during that time, of course, I started making YouTube videos. There was a pandemic. There was a lot of stuff going on in the world. And I had my two kids during that journey. Not at the same time, but first guy came in 2019, the other one in 2024. And by that time, I was able to secure a postdoc fellowship at the National Institutes of Health. And here we are talking to you guys right now. So this is just to let you know that it's not a straight path, and you can take a different turns, you can try different things. It's completely all right. You can start a family. So don't think of life as a sequential spreadsheet. You have to do these things, you have to check these boxes. Just take it as it comes. Like a traveler. Enjoy the journey. That's the main takeaway I want to give you today. So let's first kind of talk about the purpose of scholarships, like why they are there. Uh, Now, scholarships the intention of scholarships is to support talented, motivated, and hardworking students, right? They want to give them a chance and help them financially as well. They also want to support change makers in their community. There are some scholarships that are dedicated for people with specific characteristics, like they want to do things, they want to change the world, ඒ වගේ කට්ටිය, right? So I'm sorry if I spoke in English for too long. Like මේ අපි ඉස්සලාම කතා කරන්න ඕනේ ඇයි මේ ශිෂ්‍යත්වය පිටිපස්සේ අරමුණ මොකක්ද කියලා. එක දෙයක් තමයි ඒක දක්ෂ සහ මේ හැකියාව තියෙන ළමයිට ඒගොල්ලන් සපෝට් කරන්න ආසයි. අනිත් එක තමයි චේන්ජ් මේකර්ස්ලා. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ කමියුනිටි එකේ මොකක් හරි මේ පුරෝගාමීව නම් මොන හරි දෙයක් ඉනිෂියේටිව් එකක් පටන් ගත්ත අය නම් අන්න ඒගොල්ලන්ට සපෝට් කරන්න ආසයි. And also they want to hire new talent from diverse background. ඒ කියන්නේ විවිධ රටවල් වල විවිධ backgrounds වල කට්ටිය ඒගොල්ලන් hire කරන්න ආසයි මේ new talent. මොකද ඒගොල්ලන් ඇවිල්ලා තමයි ඒගොල්ලන් හිතන විදිය වෙනස් කරන්නේ, සමහරට අලුත් දේවල් challenge කරන්නේ. අන්න ඒ හින්දා ඒගොල්ලන් scholarships දෙන්න කැමතියි. ඒ වගේම they want to foster collaborations. ඒ කියන්නේ ලංකාවෙන් කවුරු හරි ආවම ඒගොල්ලන් කැමති හරි ලංකාවේ අනිත් අයත් එක්ක research partnerships, business partnerships වගේ දේවල් පටන් ගන්න. ඉතින් මේ හේතු හින්දා තමයි මේ scholarships දාන්නේ. So පොඩ්ඩක් මේක ගැන හිතන්න. මොකද ඔයාගෙම අහන්න ඕන ප්‍රශ්නයක් තමයි, do you fit into this? Are you someone who is motivated, who has these type of aspirations? මොකද මේ ගොඩාක් විට අර මට එන ළමයිගේ මම දකින එක issue එකක් තමයි, they are just going for scholarships just for the sake of it. නිකන් අර කරන්නන් වාලේ කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ like for example අයියේ මට මාස්ටර්ස් එකකට US යන්න පුළුවන්ද? ඉතින් ගියාට පස්සේ මොනවද ඔය කරන්නේ? ඒක ගැන කවුරුත් ප්‍රශ්න කරන්නේ නැහැ. What do you want to do there? කියන්නේ why are you going there? So keep this in mind as to who they give scholarships to, right? And of course, in today's program, I'm going to narrow down to postgraduate scholarships, that is for masters and masters of philosophy, and of course, doctor of philosophy, which is called the PhD, right? So far, do you guys understand? When I ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා guys, are you guys okay with the explanation so far?
Uh, yes, we understood. And sorry for disturbing.
Yeah, tell me.
Can you tell me what drove you to choose this academic path instead of corporate world? And how did you recognize that you are into this and
That's a good
not
question.
into the 8 to 5 work?
That's a very good question. Thank you for asking. Good question. Like I said, when I was small, I can මට පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳන්ම ආසාවක් තිබ්බා, like to do something, whether it is entrepreneurial or something different. It was always in there, and my father, especially my father and my mom, they always encouraged me to think like that. Again, I was always a student in a lecture hall who would raise the hand and ask a question when no one else did. That was me, right? ඉතින් මට කියරියෝසිටිය එක තිබ්බා, කුතුහලය සහ මට අර කරන්න ආසාවක් තිබ්බා. And I was okay with anything, to be honest. If I like at that moment I didn't do so well in my undergraduate. ඇත්තට මං හොඳට මම අර ඉතාම සාර්ථක ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි කැම්පස් කාලේ. ඉතින් ඒ කාලේ මට හිතුණා රයිට් මම හොඳයි බිස්නස් ඔන්ට්‍රප්‍රෙනෝරියල් සයිට් එකට මට සූටබල් කියලා මට හිතුණා. අන්න ඒ වගේ කාලයක තමයි මම මේ IQ labs කියලා මෙහෙම දෙයක් පටන් ගත්තෙත් එක්ක. ඒ කියන්නේ මගේ කැම්පස් එකේ last year එකේ. And I could work with people, I can execute projects. Visheshan, when I started the Gavel Club and all, that really, because we were the founders of the Gavel Club in University of Colombo. And so we had to do things from the scratch and get people coming. ඉතින් මං ඒකට ආසයි. ඒ කියන්නේ අර කට්ටක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි පොඩියට පටන් අරගෙන ඒක අර ලොකු කරලා ගත්තාම අර අමුතුම සතුටක් එනවනේ. මං ඒකට ආසයි. So that kind of propelled me, like this is what I wanted to do. But I was also good in research. Especially I liked research that could impact people. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක මං undergraduate එකට වුණත් මම කරපු project එක, it was chronic kidney disease, something related to chronic kidney disease from a physics department, right? ඒක බැලුවාම කොහොමද මේ දෙක එන්නේ, right? So one thing is that so basically what we did was we looked at ultrasound images. ඒ කියන්නේ අර කියන්නේ patients ලගේ ultrasound scans අරගෙන අපි බැලුවා ඒකේ මොන හරි pixels වලින් මොන හරි දෙයක් extract කරගන්න පුළුවන්ද disease versus non disease. and එහෙම so මම අර hospitals වලට ගිහිල්ලා data collect කරලා පස්සේ computer programs දීලා it was very rewarding for me. Again, it has its ups and downs. තේරෙන්නේ නැති තැන් තියෙනවා, කෙලවෙච්ච තැන් තියෙනවා, but I just like that whole journey. And then I kind of thought to myself, like, damn, I really like research. But at the time, I was like ready to just forget about it. But in my final year only, it kind of changed because of the experience I had. But then, like, even to succeed in research and to succeed in business, they're kind of the same thing if you look at it. මේ ව්‍යාපාරයක් පටන් ගන්න එක සහ පර්යේෂණ රිසර්ච් කරන එකත් ඒකේ ලොකු ඕවර්ලැප් එකක් තියෙනවා. මොකද දෙගොල්ලොම කවදාවත් කරපු නැති දෙයක් තමයි try කරන්න හදන්නේ. right? දෙගොල්ලොම එක්ස්පෙරිමන්ට් කරලා try කරලා data points බලලා සමහරට වෙනස් වෙනවා, සමහරට pursue කරනවා, right? ඉතින් ඒක ලොකු ඕවර්ලැප් එකක් තියෙනවා දැන් බලන් ගියාම. and මම ඒකට ආසයි. like අර මොනාරි දෙයක් ටෙස්ට් කරලා ඒක අර හරියනකොට අමුතුම කික් එකක් එනවනේ. So that is what drives me. And you can see that even in my YouTube channel, right? That like I test some ideas, some videos, and if I see them working out, I grow on it. And yeah, so that's what kind of drove me. And what I wanted to do was කියන්නේ මගේ ඩ්‍රීම් එක තමයි මට කවදාරි ආසයි මෙතනින් මේ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි ඩිස්කවරි එකක් කරලා පස්සේ ඒක කමර්ෂලයිස් කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක පබ්ලික් එකට ජොබ් ක්‍රියේෂන් සයිඩ් එකට ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන් නම් මම ඒකට මාර ආසයි. and විශේෂයෙන් ලංකාවත් එක්ක මොන හරි දෙයක් පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් that is what drives me. So who knows, you know, what the future holds, but I feel like I'm getting closer day by day.
Okay, thank you. I'm happy to know that.
Yeah, no worries. Good question. Okay guys, so දැන් අපි කතා කරමු මොන වගේ ස්කෝලර්ෂිප්ස් තියෙන්නේ කියලා, right? දැන් එක දෙයක් තමයි මේක this I give credits to Chamira De Silva for coming up with this. This is just a outline. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙම මේ පොතේ කොහෙවත් ලියලා නැහැ මෙහෙම තමයි types of scholarships කියලා. Now what we identified was that there are government funded scholarships. Like Chevening could be from the UK government, DARD is from the German government, Fulbright is from America. එහෙම different governments that are for international students. Then there are university funded scholarships. Now I went under that. Like I approached a certain university. එක university එක physics department එක මම target කරා. එතන ඒගොල්ලන් මට scholarship එකක් දුන්නා. තව එකක් තමයි industry and private funded scholarships. This is very rare, I think, and they don't advertise it too much. But sometimes, you know, if you search well enough, you can find them. Like for example, මොකක් හරි Google එකේ they have something, or Amazon එකේ මොකක් හරි දෙයක් ඒ වගේ තියෙනවා, but it's not very visible. And the other things are country specific scholarships. Like it's like for example, the Rhodes scholarships is mainly for people who want to go to the UK and study in Oxford. Erasmus is actually within Europe, all of the European countries combined together. So there are different types of scholarships. I mean, we're still working on this categorization. I don't think this is a finished product, but අපිට මේ වගේ scholarships තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Is this okay so far?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. It's all good.
Very clear.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, and another thing is that scholarships වලට තවත් කියන වචනයක් තමයි fellowships. So if you're looking for programs, if you see the word fellowships, that also means it's a scholarship. And there are some programs which pay students to do the PhD. And usually in America, this is quite common. So most of the PhD students that enroll there, they call it graduate school, grad school. I mean, it's unique to America, this term, grad school. And in grad school, you are paid as a teaching assistant or a research assistant to do the PhD program. You're paid there as an employee, and that is your scholarship. And teaching assistants have to teach, grade papers, conduct laboratory work for undergraduates. Research assistants have to conduct research. So that's also a form of scholarship, but in this, you're expected to do some work, right? So this is how the funding mechanism works so far. So I'll move on to the next one. So what do these scholarships cover, right? It's a reasonable question to ask. For my case, you know, food and living expenses, tuition fees, medical insurance, and travel allowance. But travel allowance is for some scholarships only. දැන් ඇත්තට මේ ස්කොලර්ෂිප්ස් වලින් දෙන මුදල ඇත්තට ප්‍රමාණවත්. ඔයාලා ජීවත් වෙන්න සහ මේ රෙන්ට් එක ගෙවන්න ඔක්කොම මේ ගාස්තු වලට ඒක ප්‍රමාණවත්. මේ ස්කොලර්ෂිප්ස් ගත්ත අයට කියන්නේ මේ එතනට ගිහිලා මේ Ferraris මේ Benz ගන්න එපා මේ ලෝන් අරගෙන. Don't ruin yourself like that. Just you have to live a very simple life, but it is enough for you to save money and send back home. ගෙදරට යවන්න පුළුවන්, ඒ වගේ වැඩ කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. So you have to be very frugal, but it's enough. I mean, මම එතන ළමයි දෙන්නෙක් වයි ඔක්කොම නඩත්තු කරා. So පුළුවන් ඒක කරන්න, right? ඒක මේ බැරි නෑ. Right. So far so good, guys, with the explanation and all. Do you have any questions that I forgot to cover up?
No, up to now we don't have any questions in the chat box, and it's very clear.
Okay, great. Okay. Now ඊළඟ දේ තමයි අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම බලන්න ඕනේ මේ ස්කොලර්ෂිප්ස් දෙන ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම්ස් මොන වගේ දෙයක්ද බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ ඒ applicants ලගෙන්? What are they looking for from these applicants, right? Now the first thing is, do you understand what this degree consists of, what it entails? කියන්නේ ඔයා දැන් apply කරන්න යන degree එක ගැන ඔයාට යම්කිසි අවබෝධයක් තියෙනවද? Do you know the risks of this? මේක ඊටාම වැදගත් වෙනවා PhDs වලට, because sometimes people just apply for PhDs without having a proper understanding, knowledge, and even they're just doing it because all of their friends are doing it. කියන්නේ මගේ යාළුවෝ කරනවා ඉතින් මං කරනවා. ඒක හොඳ ක්‍රමයක් නෙමෙයි in my opinion, because sometimes it might not be meant for you. You won't be able to handle it, and it can be actually more harmful for your career doing a PhD. අනේක මතක තියාගන්න, right? Sometimes PhD එකක් කරා කියලා it's not like a very fancy suddenly everyone puts flower garlands කවුරුත් වගේ ඔලුවට මේ මල් මාල දාන්නේ නැහැ, right? It has its ups and downs, so just understand that, and we can talk about it if you want to know, like the downsides of doing a PhD. It's only meant for people who have an idea and who want to pursue it, right? So you have to have grit. ඒ කියන්නේ අර කාගෙන ඉන්න පුළුවන් හැකියාව තියෙන්න ඕනේ. මොකද ඔයා අලුත් දෙයක් සොයා ගන්න යනවා. ඔයා කවුරුත් try කරපු නැති දෙයක් කරන්න යනවා. ඉතින් හිතන්න බලන්න ඔයාට ව්‍යවසායකෙක් වෙනවා කිව්වම business ගොඩක් fail වෙනවා, right? So same thing with experiments. ඔයාට ඒක අල්ලගෙන ඉන්න පුළුවන්ද? අන්න ඒකයි එතනදී තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. So it's a self reflection. තමාගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න කරලා බලන්න මේක මට ඇත්තට පුළුවන්ද කියලා, right? ඒක බැරි වුණා කියලා ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. There are so many other things you can do with your life. So this is not the like the end all be all. මේක කරා කියලා නිකන් හැමෝම මේ නිකන් ලොකු achievement එකක් නෙමෙයි ඇත්තට. And the other thing they look for is interest of the person based on the application process. මේ apply කරන කෙනා ඇත්තටම genuinely මේකට interested ද? So කොහොමද මේක බලන්නේ? ඒගොල්ලන් බලනවා මෙයාගේ course work, මෙයා ඇත්තට subjects උනන්දුවෙන් කරාද? අනිත් නැත්නම් ඒකේ statement of purpose එක කියලා බලනවා. එයා ලියන essay එක එයා ඇත්තට motivated ද? එයා දන්නවද එයා මොනවද මේක කරන්නේ? මොකටද මේක හොයන්නේ කියලා? And they also want to know, why is this person interested in this program? So like I said, guys, take your time, think about it, and have a vision for yourself. This is what I want to do, and go for it. Don't go it without a plan. That's my main takeaway from this. Do you have any questions, guys? All right, so what are the basic requirements to apply for scholarships? මොනවද තියෙන්න ඕන අවම සුදුසුකම්, right? දැන් මේක ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකෙන් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකට වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් මම අයිඩෙන්ටිෆයි කරලා තියෙනවා මේව තමයි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් නිතරම අහන දේවල්, right? පළවෙනි දේ තමයි personal statement. නැත්නම් essays ඉල්ලනවා. විශේෂයෙන් scholarships වල ගොඩක් ලියන්න සිද්ධ වෙනවා. මේක අත්‍යවශ්‍ය ස්කිල් එකක්. ඔයාට ජීවිතේටම වැදගත් වෙන හොඳට ලියන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ personal statement එකෙන් මම තවත් explain කරන්නම් මොකක්ද එකෙන් වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඊළඟ එක තමයි මේ letters of recommendation. ඔයා අඳුරන professorsලා lecturersලා ඔයා ගැන මොනවද ඒගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන idea එක. අන්න ඒක එතන include කරන්න ඕනේ. And then your transcript, GPA. Like the transcript acts as proof that you attended this university, right? And the other thing is degree certificate. දැන් මේක නැත්තම් ඔය apply කරනකොට transcript එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්, because transcript එකෙන් ඔප්පු වෙනවා ඔය ඇත්තට මේ university එකට ගියා, මේ program එක ගත්තා කියන එක, right? ඊළඟ එක තමයි GRE scores. මේක American universities වලට තමයි වැදගත් වෙන්නේ. හැබැයි කතා බහක් වෙනවා මේක ඒගොල්ලන් අයින් කරන්න යනවා කියලා. So මම දන්නේ නැහැ දැන් තත්ත්වය මොකද්ද කියලා. මම හිතන්නේ මේක අයින් කරලා සමහර universities වලින්, so you have to check it out, right? And the other thing is English language requirements. For example, if you are supposed to teach it's better to have this. So it could be either IELTS or TOEFL. There has to be an English language requirement because these programs will be in English, right? They just want to make sure that you won't find it difficult when you join there. And සමහර යුනිවර්සිටිස් වලින් ඉල්ලනවා රිසර්ච් ප්‍රොපෝසල් එකක්. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි ලැබ් එකක් ජොයින් වෙනවා නම් ඔයාට පුළුවන් ඔයාට මොන හරි අයිඩියාස් තියෙනවද රිසර්ච් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකකට. අන්න ඒක ප්‍රොපෝසල් එකක් හැටියට දෙන්න ඕනේ, right? So for this session, I'm just going to talk mainly about personal statement and essays, and then the letters of recommendation, because I think as an undergrad, it should be enough for you to get to know about these things at this stage, right? All right. So first off is the statement of purpose. Sachula, let me ask you a question. What do you think a statement of purpose should contain?
I think like a statement should be very strong enough to stand out from the crowd. Like there must be a reason. I mention අපි ගන්නවා නම් ඇයි මාව සිලෙක්ට් කරගන්නේ කියලා. ඒගොල්ලොට මේ කරන්න ඉතින් I think the statement of purpose is one of the most important thing the applicant should need to consider about whether to be stand out. මොකද අපි විතරක් නෙවෙයිනේ for scholarship apply කරන්නේ. එතකොට එතෙන්දී මම දකින්නේ මන් දන්නේ නෑ. ඔයා තමයි හරියට කියන්න ඕනේ අපිට මොකක්ද කියලා.
Correct. No, what you said is correct. It has to stand out. But at the same time, එකෙන් පෙන්නනවා ඒ ළමයාට ඇත්තට අයිඩියා එකක් තියනවාද කියලා, එයා මොකද්ද කරන්න යන්නේ කියලා ඉස්සරහට. මම statement of purpose එකක් දකින්නේ නිකන් අර love letter එකක් වගේ. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් love letters
ඒක වැදගත්ම දේ.
ඒක තමයි. ඒක දැන් අපිට එකම love letter එක හැමෝටම යවන්න බෑනේ. It has to be very specific, right? So that's how I see a person say. It has to be very specific, and you have to target that university, target that professor, and එහෙමයි යවන්න ඕනේ. So it should be specific and genuine. මොකද මේ ගොඩක් ළමයි ඔය chat GPT නැත්නම් co-pilot පාවිච්චි කරලා you can generate one, but it's not a specific one and it's not genuine. දෙක කියවුවාම තේරෙනවා ඒක එහෙම එකක් නැහැ කියලා. So I encourage you guys not to copy paste directly from these tools. ඒ කියන්නේ open මේ කියන්නේ මේ generative AI tools පාවිච්චි කරන්න මේ improve කරන්න. නමුත් ඒක copy paste කරන්න එපා. මොකද කියවන කෙනාට තේරෙනවා ඒක එයා බොරුවක් කරන්න කියලා, right? And then another thing is, like I said, you have to mention professors you would like to work with and why you think their research is important. I think හොඳ background study එකක් දාන්න ඕනේ ඒ ඔයා apply කරන්න ඉන්න university එකේ professorsලා නැත්නම් lab groups තියෙනවා නම් ඒව check කරලා බලන්න ඔයා මේ program එකට ආසද කියලා. දැන් එක professor කෙනෙක්ට විතරක් සීමා වෙන්නත් එපා. Have 2 or 3 in mind, because sometimes the professors are not hiring new students, or the labs he could be retiring soon, right? ඒ වගේ cases උත් තියෙනවානේ. ඉතින් දෙක තුනක් කියන්න right. මම ආසයි මෙන්න මේ professor ගේ මේ research වලට, මොකද මට හිතෙනවා මේක තමයි අනාගතේ. මේක තමයි හැමෝම interesting topic එක වෙන්නේ. හැබැයි එහෙම දෙයක් කියන්න ඔයා at least ඒ professor ගේ publications බලන්න ඕනේ. එයා මොන වගේ research කරන්න කියලා. and ඔයාට හැකියාවක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ කියන්න I also want to see if this is possible and I want to try out some of these stuff as well. දැන් මේක මෙහෙම දෙයක් කිව්වහම තේරෙනවනේ ඒ කෙනා ඇත්තට interested කියලා, right? Then the other thing is mention your strengths and weaknesses. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් කියන්න හරි මට programming පුළුවන්, හැබැයි මගේ අර instrument side එක අරක පොඩ්ඩක් weak. නැත්නම් කියන්න පුළුවන් මට මේ lab work හොඳට පුළුවන්, මොකද මම biology කරේ, chemistry දන්නවා. ඉතින් මට lab හොඳයි. හැබැයි මගේ මේ side එක weak, but I'm willing to learn it. එහෙම open වුණාට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මේ කියන්න එපා මට හැමදේම පුළුවන් මං හැමදේම හොඳයි කියලා එතකොට තේරෙනවනේ ඒක බොරුවක් කියලා. But be honest, be genuine about yourself, right? And හදිසින් හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තිබ්බනම් ඔයාගේ සෙමෙස්ටර් එක ඔයාට මොකක් හරි personal problem එකක් හින්දා financial problem එකක් හින්දා you couldn't perform well, it's okay to mention that. Say that I had a personal emergency. Don't give all the details, but therefore I couldn't do it, but I want to take this challenge. Kela, be honest about yourself. So do you understand, right? It's like a love letter, but you're not promising the earth and the stars, right? You're just you're being very honest. I mean, uduli me wage love letter එකක් ලැබුණොත් හොඳයි නේද කොල්ලොන්ගේ, right? ඒක it's a reasonable thing, right? එපා කියන්නේ නැහැ මේ වගේ එකක්, right? So that's how I see a personal statement. Any thoughts from you guys?
Actually, මට එහෙම අයිඩියා එකක් තිබ්බේ නැහැ මොකද්ද මේකෙන් කියන්නේ එහෙම කියලා. දැන් තමයි තේරුනේ හරියටම exactly මොකද්ද මේ purpose එක කියන්නේ.
ඒක මේ purpose of statement of purpose එක ඔයා ලියනකොට මේ වගේ දෙයක් අයිඩියා එකක් ඇතුව ලියන්න. හරියටම ටාගට් කරනවා කොතනටද යන්න ඉන්නේ කියලා. And you have to say, and you should be able to tell, I think this is going to be a very interesting field in the future. It's something I want to get my hands on. And ඒක mention කරන්න. And එතකොට කියවුවාම තේරෙනවනේ ඇත්තට මේ ළමයා එක දෙයක් effort එක දුන්නා මේ at least මේ professors ලගේ labs උයි research ගැන කියවලා බලන්න. අනිත් එක මට ඇත්තට idea එකක් තියෙනවා මෙයාට කරන්න පුළුවන්. And also you need to sell yourself also. Like you have to promote your skills. ඒක හැබැයි හැනම subtle විදියකට කියන්නත් ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාගේ CV එක copy paste කරන්න එපා. Like for example, what a personal විදියට කියන්න like my friends and I got together and we wanted to solve this problem. For example, let's say you built an app. මොකක් හරි app එකක් develop කරා to solve a problem. And that whole process you learned Java and all this programming and say that you can also offer these skills if you need for your research. නැත්නම් මොකක් හරි then හිතමු බලන්න you want to try out a new recipe, camera recipe එකක්. and ඒකේ ඔයා ඒක හරිම scientific විදියට ඒ camera recipe එක හොයාගත්තේ. මොකද ඔයා controls හැදුවා මේ spice එක මෙච්චරක් දාන්න ඕනේ එහෙම කරලා you came up with something cool. I think and you can say and that is an indication that you are very analytical and you rationally make decisions. ඒ වගේ නිකන් personal anecdotes දාන්න පුළුවන්. So don't copy paste your CV, but using a very storytelling style එකක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න to say okay this is we created these things, we did these things, එහෙම mention කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Okay. So let me move to the next one, letters of recommendation, right? Now it is very important throughout your career, don't piss off your lecturers or professors. Again, because one day you'll be able to ask them for letters of recommendation, right? So keep it cool, guys. Don't say anything that annoys them or anything. Like have a civil discussion, ask questions, but don't burn bridges. That's my main advice to you guys, because one day if you have to get letters of recommendation, you have to get it from people who recommend you to others, right? Again, like for example, if I know Sachula well for 3 to 4 years and he asks me for a recommendation letter, I'm going to tell that he's a great guy, he did these projects very well, and I think he would be wonderful in your team. So you need to have a good relationship with your mentors, your professors and all. And තව එකක් ඔයා කරන රිසර්ච් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක වුණත් ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒක හොඳට කරන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක අරගෙන if you don't meet the guy after months, he's not going to have a good opinion about you, right? So a good person is the research supervisor. That guy should definitely be among your referees who can recommend you. ඊළඟ එකට ඔයාගේ course lecturers. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාම හොඳට අඳුරන කට්ටිය. ඔයා මේගොල්ලෝ එක්ක මොන හරි project එකක් කරාද වැඩ කරාද අන්න ඒගොල්ලන් එක්ක මේක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. අනිත් එක lecturers in charge of clubs and societies. දැන් මේක වරදවා හිතන්න එපා. දැන් හොඳට අඳුරනවා කිව්වහම මේ මොකක් හරි මේ බණ ගෙදරකට පින්කමකට වගේ දේවල් නෙමෙයි. මොකක් හරි මේ හිතන් බලන්න ඔයාගේ යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ ඔයගොල්ලන් සයන්ස් එක්සිබිෂන් එකක් ඕගනයිස් කරනවා. ඒකට ඔයා මේ ප්‍රොෆෙසර් එක්ක ලෙක්චරර් එක්ක ඔයා ඩිස්කස් කරනවා, අයිඩියාස් එක්ස්චේන්ජ් කරනවා, ඇඩ්වයිස් ගන්නවා. එතකොට ඒ පුද්ගලයාට තේරෙනවානේ ඔයා ප්‍රොෆෙෂනලි ඔයා හරියම ක්වොලිෆයිඩ් කියලා. තේරුණාද? දැන් මේ ඉතින් අන්න ඒ වගේ අයගෙන් ගන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට කියන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ ඔයා වැඩ කරන්න ගියාම ඇත්තට එයා ඔයාගේ ටීම් එකට ලොකු ඇසට් එකක් ලොකු මේ ප්‍රයෝජනයක් වෙනවා කියලා. Yeah, and like I said, make sure they know you beyond the CV, right? As a person. මෙයා විශ්වාසවන්ත කෙනෙක්ද? මෙයා reliableද? මෙයාට වැඩක් දුන්නාම කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? attitude එක මොන වගේද? අන්න ඒකත් වටිනවා, right? So my main takeaway is that you guys have to do things. නිකන් හිටියා කියලා මෙන්න මේ letters of recommendation එන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් කැම්පස් යන කාලේ මොන හරි activities වලට සහභාගී වෙන්න, responsibilities ගන්න, මේ projects ගන්න. අන්න එතකොට තමයි ඔයාව මනින්න පුළුවන් මේ දේවල් වලින්. Does that make sense, guys?
Oh, yes, we can
Okay.
really understand.
Great.
So, yeah.
Hari.
So as in the topic in research, how much the research experience is like essential for securing a postgraduate scholarship?
Right, that's a good question, and I will answer that in the next slide. So, is research experience important, right, for postgraduate scholarships? And I understand in a degree program, not everyone gets a chance to do research, right? So, the first answer is not necessarily. ඒක අනිවාර්ය නැහැ, right? It's a plus point, but it's not necessary throughout. Not all undergrads get the chance to do research. And even this is the same in American universities too, right? හැමෝටම මේක කරන්න අවස්ථාවක් ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක තියෙන එක හොඳයි if you are lacking in other things. Because what they are looking at is the overall package of the applicant, right? Research තියන්න පුළුවන් මේක අඩුයි. අරක තියෙනවා මේක අඩුයි. ඉතින් so this is a definite bonus. ඉතින් if you can do research either through university or through other places like interning and all, internships වලින් කරන්න. Take those opportunities, right? If you don't have research experience, this is my recommendation, right? And I'm pretty sure this is very reasonable as well. If you have experience collecting data, like for surveys or for certain measurements, that is also a type of research experience, right? Or මොකක් හරි survey එකක් කරා කියමුකෝ, හැමෝගෙම forms එකතු කරලා පස්සේ ඒකවා data visualize කරන එක වුණත් it's part of research experience. So you can mention that. And experience in building or fabricating equipment, මොකක් හරි machine shop එකෙන් ඔය දෙයක් හැදුවා නම්, circuit එකක් හැදුවා නම් මේ ඒ වගේ දේවල් දාන්න පුළුවන්, right? And for you guys also, I'm telling you, try to create your portfolio. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා කරන දේවල් මේ එක්ක වෙබ්සයිට් එක නැත්නම් මොකක් හරි social media account එක, Instagram වෙන්න පුළුවන්, Facebook වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒවා ඩිස්කස් කරන්න. මට මේ දේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. මම මෙහෙම device එකක් හැදුවා. Simple දෙයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, but talk about it. And then coding, data analysis projects, mention those. පුළුවන් නම් GitHub profile එකක් create කරලා ඔයාගේ එක මේ කෝඩින් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට්ස් එහෙම දාන්න එතන. මම ගේම්ස් හැදුවා, මම මේක මෙහෙම මේ වගේ මෙතනින් ඩේටා අරගෙන ග්‍රාෆ්ස් විෂුවලයිස් කරන දේවල් හැදුවා. ඒක දාන්න. Like I said, this is in if you don't have research experience, මේ වගේ දේවල් කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? It makes sense, right? දැන් හිතන්න බලන්න කාට research experience නැහැ. නමුත් මේ දේවල් කරපු කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම් he's a good candidate, right? And then science communication, outreach. Again, if you're writing for blogs and articles, for newspapers on scientific stuff, mention those. Explaining science to the general public. නැත්නම් outreach projects කරනවාද? ඒ කියන්නේ for example, you're going to an outstation school and like helping them understand science or getting them interested in science, in experiments. අන්න ඒ වගේ දේවල් තියනවාද? Mention that. Because it shows something about you, right? That you are able to do these things. And මේ වගේ දේවල් අර statement of purpose එකට දාන්න. කතන්දරයක් වගේ. මම මේ දේවල් කරා, ඒක මට මාර ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එකක් ආවා, මේක හැමෝටම අපි කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා මට හිතුණා, right? All right, sorry. So how is it so far? All good?
Yes, sir, yeah. Up to now, it's we are understanding everything and we are learning a lot of stuff. ගොඩාක් අලුත් දේවල් අපිත් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා කොහොමද ඒක කරන්නේ කියලා.
Yeah. No, I mean කරන්න දේවල් ගොඩක් තියෙනවා guys. මිනිස්සු කරන්නේ නැති එකයි ප්‍රශ්නේ. Because we are so අර දැන් අපි මාර විදියට අර මේ අප්සෙට් ගහනවානේ මොනවාරි දෙයක් හරියන්නේ නැති වෙනකොට. but අපි ඒක opportunity එකක් හැටියට පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනේ. Sorry, did I interrupt anyone with the question?
No.
Okay.
Carry on.
Okay. Right. So the next thing is, do grades matter, right? On the GPA එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේද? That's a hard question, right? So most scholarships, fellowships have a GPA requirement, and it's usually at 3.0, either 3.0 or above out of 4.0. So if it's from a grading system of 4.0, if it's above 3, if it's 3 or above, then it's good, right? Then however, my GPA was 2.8. Like I said, guys, I didn't do so well. Again, I was a bad student. Please don't take me as an example of a good student. Again, it's not don't take study advice from me, but still I got offers from US and German universities. How do you think I did it?
As you said earlier, grit and self-motivation and everything.
And the overall package, right? The applicant should show other things to compensate for that. I'm really thankful for my wife and my parents for pushing me, because ඒ වෙලාවේ මට හිතුණා this is not for me කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ I wasn't even planning on coming. But thanks to my wife who always pushed me, just apply and see, and don't worry කියලා. She would always comfort me. But I'm really glad I took her advice. I think I was like really down at that point, because කවුරුත් දන්නේ නැහැ, right? මොකද මේ වෙබ්සයිට් එකේ කියනවා මේක තමයි requirement එක, and මම apply කරන්න යද්දි මට තේරෙනවා I'm not suitable for it. Why should I even apply, because I can't. And එහෙමයි මං කරේ. So I'm like මම නිකන් හිතුවා මේ හරියන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. But still I even got called for interviews also. ඒ කියන්නේ interviews call වුණා. ඊට පස්සේ සමහර ඒවා reject, සමහර ඒවා accept. ඒ කියන්නේ they look at the overall package. And I think I asked my professor who in that department after I got in, like, what made you take me, because my application was so bad. And එයා කිව්වා it was my research experience that elevated my applicants from others. Again, like having good grades does not necessarily mean you are good in research, right? Like it's two different things. So just to let you know, guys, හොඳ රිසර්චර් කෙනෙක් කවදා මේ හොඳ ලකුණු විභාගයෙන් ලකුණු ගන්න කෙනා කවදාවත් හොඳට රිසර්ච් කරන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඒක සමහරයා කරනවා, නමුත් ඒ දෙක අතර කිසිම සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැ. එච්චරයි මට කියන්න තියෙන්නේ. So the next question is, when is it a best time to apply, right? Now, so far I've told you what they ask and what is a good time, right? So each scholarship and university has their own deadline. So make sure you go to their websites and create an Excel sheet for those deadlines. Hari me Excel sheet එකක් හදලා දාන්න මේ campus එකේ මේ scholarship එක ඊළඟ column එක දාන්න මේක තමයි deadline එක, ඊළඟ columns වල දාන්න මේවා තමයි requirements. එහෙම දාලා check it out on your own, because Australian ඒවායි timeline එක වෙනස්, American ඒවායි වෙනස්, එහෙම වෙනස්කම් තියෙනවා. Then the other thing is, you can apply during your final semester or after degree completion. මම කිව්වාගේ ඔයාට pending results එක වුණත් apply කරන්න පුළුවන්, ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. නැත්නම් ඔයාට degree එක complete කරාට පස්සේ වුණත් apply කරන්න පුළුවන්. Some people even apply after many years of working, right? මම කිව්වාගේ ඒක මේ අනිවාර්ය නැහැ මේ කාලේ වෙද්දි කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා, right? Because හැමෝගෙම ජීවිත වෙනස්, right? අපිට එක දේවල් එනවා, එක commitments තියෙනවා. So take your time, guys, right? I think there's no right time as such. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාට පුළුවන් නම් කරන්න, ඒ වගේම ඔයාට උනන්දුව තියෙනවා නම් කරන්න, right? Because there are so many other things you can do. I will talk about a example, right? So this will kind of make sense to you guys of what I'm trying to say. The mega මට ආපු මේ පෞද්ගලික ලිපියක්, so මම එයාගේ මේ නම් ගම් කියන්නේ නැහැ, but this is what the letter was. So මම කිව්වාගේ මම YouTube videos හැදුවා අවුරුදු 5කට 6කට කලින් ඉඳන්. ඉතින් ඒකේ advice අරගෙන මිනිස්සු ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ එක careers වලට පාවිච්චි කරනවා සහ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ scholarships වලට පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඉතින් මේක ලස්සන ලිපියක්. ඉතින් මෙතනදී මේ ඒ කෙනා කියනවා, Dear Fadil, I am writing to thank you for creating a very informative YouTube video about Chevening Awards, which helped many. I've contacted Umesh and thanked him personally. I am an English teacher by profession and works at Kolonnawa Balika Vidyalaya. I'm among 13 Chevening Awards recipients this year. I'll be studying Masters in Education at University of Bristol. You may be unaware of how influential you are among Sri Lankan scholars, professionals and students. I personally endorse your YouTube channel. I'm thanking you wholeheartedly and I wish you would continue your great work. Give regards to your family as well. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I'm sorry for promoting about myself, but this is it's a very sweet letter, right? And can you imagine this person, right? She's an English teacher, right? And she has a 3-year-old daughter. So she has finished school and married and started life and family, and then she decided to do it, right? So I'm just telling you guys, take your time, right? I mean, this is Chevening Awards, is a very prestigious scholarship, and still she got it, right? Like මං කියන්නේ වෙලාව ගන්න කියලා, because ඔයාට ඇත්තට work කරනකොට ඔයාට ලැබෙනවනේ එතනින් experience එකක් සහ understanding එකක්. මොකද මේ campus එකේ ඉන්න ළමයා ලෝකය ගැන දන්නව අඩුයි, right? සමාජය ගැන දන්නව අඩුයි. හැබැයි ඔයා ටිකක් time out අරගෙන එක දේවල් try කරලා අවුරුදු 2-3ක් ගියාට පස්සේ ඔයාගේ maturity එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන් වෙනස් ඒ campus එකේ හිටපු ළමයාට වඩා. So that's what I'm saying. So that maturity kind of helps you see the world in a different way and have different ambitions. I imagine, right? If someone like her could do it, I mean, it's really inspiring, right? මේ වගේ අය getting it, and this is why I do what I do, right? But I'm just telling you guys, just take your time. Don't rush, because you might not have a vision now as a final year or third year student. That's okay. Go on in life, do things, make connections, work with people, and try to like cultivate your mind and then apply. You still can, right? Any questions, guys, from my listeners?
No, I actually clearly understanding everything. අර GPA එක ගැන එහෙම it's very important. මොකද ගොඩක් ළමයි if they don't get the 3 GPA they deviate for other routes නේ. ඒතකොට ගොඩක් අය එකෙන් continue කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් දැන් from this session ඒගොල්ලෝ විතර මේ ඉන්න කට්ටිය විතරක් නෙවෙයි ඒගොල්ලෝගේ යාළුවෝ වුණත් ඒගොල්ලෝට මේකෙන් තව කියන්නේ career එකේ තව path එකක් open වෙනවා කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝට පේනවනේ. ඒත් එක්කම තවත් දෙයක් මම අහන්න ආසයි. At science we get 3-year degrees and 4-year degrees. So
Yeah.
how does this matters to getting those scholarships? Can you explain that as well?
Sure, Mali. That's a good question. So the ප්‍රශ්නේ තමයි ළමයි 3-year degree එකක් ලැබෙන කට්ටියටත් පුළුවන්ද apply කරන්න, right? අපි ඒක ගැන කතා කරමු. So can 3-year general students apply, right? Let me listen to this very carefully, right? So they can apply for master scholarships. For example, Chevening, Fulbright, Erasmus, Commonwealth, DARD. You are qualified to apply for master scholarships, right? Now let's say you want to apply for a PhD scholarship. Then I would recommend having a Master of Philosophy or a Master's from Sri Lanka or another country and then going for that. I highly recommend you guys to check out this Science Talks podcast from Dr. Roshini Randeniya. And I think her story is really amazing because she's actually a 3-year general degree holder from the University of Colombo. And, she worked for some time outside. It was completely unrelated to her job, but she still worked a couple of times, took her time. And then she applied for a Master of Philosophy in Australia, got a scholarship. And then she went on to a PhD, right? So it is still possible, guys. හැබැයි මං කියන්නේ මේ දැන් directly masters ගන්න ඕන මෙන්න මේවා good options. හැබැයි ඔයාලට මේක නම් ඔයාගේ target එක ලංකාවේ masters එකක් කරලා නැත්නම් වෙන රටක masters එකක් කරලා ඔයාලට ඒ path එකට යන්න පුළුවන්. කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. Right? Any questions, guys?
No, no.
Okay, great.
So, a small question as well, like MPhil එකක්ද හොඳ වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් master එකක්ද?
Good question.
සාමාන්‍ය student කෙනෙක්.
Good question. Now, an MPhil usually has more research in it and less coursework. If you can do your MPhil with a lot of good publications, then I think it's good. Publications are risky, right? Research can fail, might not fail, right? So, but if someone who knows the game of research and who is willing to take that risk, go for it. Masters mankiwage mainly coursework. Odnang last semester ke research component ek dey, but it's less risky because, like I said, it's just taking the exams and doing a bit of research. But if your ultimate goal is to do research nang, then it's better to go for an MPhil. Then at least you know what you're in for, right? ඒක කරොත් ඔයාලට තේරෙනවනේ this is what I'm good at or not. Then I would recommend an MPhil, and if you can but there are people who did masters as well. So what I noticed was that in Sri Lanka ගොඩක් MPhil තමයි offer කරන්නේ. හැබැයි abroad of course masters and MPhil තියෙනවා. but දෙකම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. but අරකේ මං කිව්වා වගේ MPhil එකේ ගොඩක් මේ research පැත්තට ලොකු focus එකක් දෙනවා. So because guys I have interviewed so many people, and it's just that I've come to the realization that you can do different things and still get to the same destination. Again, I'll show you some interesting people in the next videos. So let's come to one of the main questions. Who can apply, right? අපිට විතරද වෙන කට්ටියට බැරිද? ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නේ, right? Okay. So here's the thing. Anyone with a degree can apply. It could be from state universities, from an open university, from a private university, and even private universities with foreign or local affiliations, right? Not a problem, because I have interviewed different people from all walks of life, and all of them were able to get these scholarships. Not a problem at all. So I'll go show you who are the types of people that have applied. Any questions, guys? No, right? I'm gonna show you the examples I have. So if you watch this video in my YouTube channel, it's under research. I think it's under scholarships, PhDs and scholarships. This boy is from Sinek. It's a private university, right? He got the chance to go to Europe with this scholarship. Then there's Shehani. This boy's name is Naveen. This girl's name is Shehani. Shehani did her undergraduate from India. She was able to secure this Erasmus scholarship. Then Nishani, she did her undergraduate in China, and she got one of the most prestigious scholarships to do her PhD there. And then I have there's another guy called Chaturanga Venga Puliyarachi. He went to Open University. Actually, he's a A-level bioscience student who later switched to physics in Open University. And now he's doing a biophysics PhD there at Virginia Tech. This guy went. And then I have another friend, Anton Pereira, from the College of Chemical Sciences. I don't know if you guys still call it IChem. He also was able to get it. So can you imagine, guys, this? So does that answer your question? Like, it's almost anyone can go, right? From my experience of interviewing countless people, guys, what I understood was that, the bottom line is that it really doesn't matter. The degree does not add value to you. It is you who adds value to the degree. This is the basic message I'm telling you guys. We have to get out of this mindset that මේ උපාධිය ගත්තහම අපිට මොකක් හරි මේ වැදගත්කමක් එයි කියන එක. ඒක සම්පූර්ණ බොරුවක්. මෙන්න මේ ඉන්ටර්වියුස් වලින් මම තේරුම් ගත්තේ. මොකද අපි A level කරනකොට සහ කැම්පස් යනකොට අපි මොකක් හරි හයරාකි එකක් තියෙනවා, right? යා පොඩි අර කුල සිස්ටම් එකක් තියෙනවා, right? අර ගොල්ලන් ටිකක් උසස් කුලේ මේගොල්ලන් අඩු කුලේ එහෙම හිතනවා. Private university වැඩක් නැහැ. එහෙම. But I'm just telling you guys, this is the problem with our attitude. Either we are very arrogant, we're at this extreme, where we think very highly of ourselves, and we don't do anything. කියන්නේ අර වංශ කබල් ගාන එක විතරයි අපි කරන්නේ. අපි මේ තැනේ ගියා, අපි මේ ඉස්කෝලේ ගියා, අපි මේක කරා, අපි සමාජයට කිසිම දෙයක් දෙන්නේ නැහැ. නැත්නම් අපිට තියෙන්නේ no self respect. අනේ මට මේක බෑ. මට මේක කරන්න බෑ. මේ මට බෑ මේ වගේ දෙයක් කරන්න. I mean, there's a middle line, it's called humility. You don't have to be too arrogant, and you don't have to have disrespect yourself. Just be humble. කියන්නේ don't underestimate your degree and don't look down upon other people's degree. This is all I'm asking you guys to do. Because it ultimately goes down to the person. It is the person that adds value. ඒ කියන්නේ පුද්ගලයාට තමයි ඩිග්‍රී එකට වටිනාකමක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. මිසක ඩිග්‍රිය නෙමෙයි පුද්ගලයාට වටිනාකම දෙන්නේ. So I hope you take this is the most important take home message I want to give you guys, is that don't underestimate yourselves, and at the same time don't look down. ඒ කියන්නේ තමාව අව탁සේරු කරන්නත් එපා, සහ අනිත් අය දිහා නිකම් අනිත් අයව පාච්චල් කරන්නත් එපා. ඔය දෙකම නොකර ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාගේ වැඩේ ફોකස් කරලා මහන්සි වෙලා වැඩ කරන්න, එච්චරයි. and අමාරුකම් තියෙන කට්ටියට උදව් කරන්න. That's all I have learned so far from all these interviews, guys. Any questions, guys?
No, I'm really glad that you mentioned it. After all of this, we are all humans.
Yeah, man.
That's the important.
No, man.
Yeah.
It's the guys. We can do so many things, but we are still. මේ තාමත් අපි අර නිකන් අර කුල විදියට තමයි හිතන්නේ guys. ඉතින් that is what's driving us down. If you look at these European countries, Western countries now, they don't have this in them. And that's why we like going there and working, right? Again, over here, people have some self-respect. Even if they're a barber or a baker or a plumber, they know they are doing a good work and they are proud of it. But in Sri Lanka, we are always putting our own people down, right? So this is the thing I want you guys to acknowledge and try to avoid. You don't have to be too arrogant and you don't have to have no self-respect. Just be in the middle and then things will work out. Once you have this mindset, guys, එතකොට ඔයා නිතරම ඔයා හැමතිස්සම අනිත් අයගේ ප්‍රශ්න විසඳන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. අනිත් අලුත් දේවල් කරන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. මොකද ඔයා මේ හිරගෙදරින් ඔයා නිදහස් වෙලා ඉන්නේ. So another question, do extracurriculars and leadership roles matter? Right? I like to explain things in graph, so I will do my best. And once again, guys, මේක මේ ඇත්ත මේ graph එකක් නෙමෙයි. This is just a visualization, right? So here are the two axes, years after getting the degree, and this is the improvement. There is no proper unit for that. ඉතින් මගෙන් අහන්න එපා මේක දෛශිකයක්ද අදෛශිකයක්ද කියලා. It's just and just to give you an idea. All right. So basically, in my humble opinion, this is the difference I've noticed among those who do and those who don't. So if you look at this trajectory, at the beginning, you don't see a difference between those who did and did not do extracurricular activities. Campus එක කාලේ පළවෙනි අවුරුදු වෙනසක් පේන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි කාලේ යනවත් එක්කම you can see a clear difference. Because what are the things people who do extracurricular activities are getting compared to those who don't? අපි නිකන් බැලුවොත් මොනවද මේගොල්ලන්ට ලැබෙන දේවල්? මොකද ඇත්තට extracurriculars මනින්න බෑනේ නේද? ඒක ඕනනම් CV එකේ ලියන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඒක නිකන් අර GPA එක වගේ මනින්න බැරි දෙයක් නේ. ඉතින් ඒකයි අපි මේවට soft skills කියන්නේ, because you can't measure them. But just because you couldn't measure them does not mean that they are not valuable, right? Again, there are things you can't measure in this world which are still valuable, right? Like the love you feel from your parents and family, you can't measure that. But you know it's valuable, right? So what are the things that you are getting when you do extracurricular activities, and that will compound? Again, it's like an investment, guys. Again, doing extracurricular activities. Again, එකපාරටම පේන්නේ නැහැ වගේ ප්‍රතිලාභය. හැබැයි කාලේ යනවත් එක්කම පේනවා. So let me show you. So these are the soft skills gained, right? One thing is you develop emotional intelligence, right? ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා මිනිස්සු එක්ක කොහොමද කතා කරන්නේ? සමහරට අමාරු අය එන්න පුළුවන්, සමහරට ආස නැති අය එන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොමද ඔයාගේ ඉවසීම පාලනය කරගෙන ඒගොල්ලන් එක්ක හැන්ඩල් කරන්නේ කොහොමද? Leadership, right? නායකත්වය ගන්න. ඒක පොත් කියවලා කරන්න බෑනේ. එක්සෑම් තියනවාද මේ නායකත්වය මේ බලන්න? නෑ සිරාවට බෑ, right? මේක බෑ. ටීම්වර්ක් කියන්නේ සමහරට ඔයා ආස නැති කෙනා එක්ක වුණත් ඔයාට උත් එක වැඩ කරන්න සිද්ධ වෙනවා. ඔයාගේ වෙනස්කම් පැත්තකින් දාලා. ඒක දැන් ඉගෙන ගන්න. Time management. Then for example, then after graduation you're going to have so many things, responsibilities, right? You might start a family, you have to have responsibilities to your parents. You can't escape those, so you just need to manage it, right? sometimes you want to do some coursework. You learn that through extracurricular activities. Project management, how to plan, execute, මේවා වැදගත් වෙනවා, right? විශේෂයෙන් රිසර්ච් කරන එකත් මම කිව්වාගේ project management, right? රිසර්ච් වල තියෙන්නේ ගොඩක් විට project එක රිසර්ච් එක හරියන්නේ නැත්නම් ප්‍රතිඵල බලලා ඔය වෙනස් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක ලැබෙනවා මට මේ extracurricular. තව එකක් මොකද්ද? මේ communication, verbal and written. දැන් එක්ස්ට්‍රා කරිකියුලර්ස් කරන කෙනා ඇත්තට ඊමේල්ස් ලියන්න try කරනවා, right? මගේ ඊමේල්ස් ගොඩක් හැදුනේ එක්ස්ට්‍රා කරිකියුලර්ස් කරලා. ඊට පස්සේ verbal presentations කරන්න ඕනේ, right? මේ මිනිසුන්ට කතා කරන්න ඕනේ, workshops කරන්න ඕනේ. Discipline, right? How do you come on time? වෙලාවට වැඩ කරන්නේ කොහොමද? දෙයක් ඉවරුනාම ඊළඟ දවසට ඒක කන්ටිනියු කරන්න කොහොමද? ඒ ඩිසිප්ලින් එක එනවා. patience. සමහර දේවල් හරියන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. සමහර මිනිස්සු එපා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයා කොහොමද ඒක පාලනය කරගන්නේ? It's an important skill, right? Then strong networks. විශේෂයෙන් ගැවල් ක්ලබ් එකෙන් මට ලැබිච්ච ලොකුම දේ තමයි ඒ කියන්නේ මට වඩා වයසෙන් වැඩි පරම්පරා දෙක තුනක කට්ටියක වුණත් මට කනෙක්ෂන් සම්බුණා. මොකක් හරි අවුලක් ගියාම ඒගොල්ලෝ මට කතා කරලා මට ඇඩ්වයිස් දෙනවා. මේ ඉතින් විශේෂයෙන් දැන් මට තිබ්බ අනිත් කොන්ෆිඩන්ස් එක තමයි මම කිව්වනේ I wasn't sure I even wouldn't mind staying in Sri Lanka and joining the private sector is because of the network I have. I have already made a very strong network with Toastmasters and all these people who work for good companies, and they also have a good trust in me. I could have really done well if I decided to stay here. And then confidence. අමාරුවෙන් පටන් ගත්ත ගැවල් ක්ලබ් එක කරාට පස්සේ ඒකේ පළවෙනි ස්පීච් කොම්පිටිෂන් එක ඕගනයිස් කරේ මම. That gave me such a because at that time I was very mentally, I didn't have any confidence in me because my GPA was bad and everything. But from the Gaga Club, when I did the first speech competition, that really gave back my confidence in me. Like I knew I could take on the world. And I got that from that. So, I mean, seriously guys, if you're in this university, in the University of Kelaniya, please do something with your lives. It's an investment. You might not see the effects immediately, but over the years, guys, it's going to take you to heights you never thought of. You can නිකන් ඉන්න එපා guys. සීරාවට කියන්නේ මේ මොන හරි දෙයක් කරන්න. මොන හරි දෙයක් මිනිස්සු එක්ක එකතු වෙලා කරන්න. දැන් විශේෂයෙන් ගැවල් ක්ලබ් එක නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම join වෙන්න මෙතන බලන් ඉන්න කට්ටිය, because for me it's still useful to me till this day, because තාමත් ඒ හරියට මම ප්‍රසන්ට් කරන්න කොහොමද, කමියුනිකේට් කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක මට තාමත් ඒක එතනින් තමයි මට ආවේ. I mean, that even helped me with my YouTube channel also, because I could explain things clearly and I knew how to understand the audience. දැන් ඔයගලන්ට උනා තේරෙනවා, right? මම නිතරම ඔයගලන්ට ස්ලයිඩ් එක දෙද්දී මම නිතරම අහනවා මට මං කියපු දේ තේරුණාද? ඒක මට ගැවල් වලින් ආපු දෙයක්, right? So yeah guys, I mean, please do something. නිකන් ඉන්න එපා. Any questions guys?
No, I am really glad that you mentioned this, because this is relatable to everyone, whether they are undergraduates, they are hoping to enter university this year, or whether they are postgraduate students. This is, I think, this is a life skill from this extracurricular.
And you will see it again. ඔයාට මේක තේරෙනවා විශේෂයෙන් ඔයාගේ කැරියර් එකේ ඔයා ප්‍රොමෝෂන්ස් ලැබෙනකොට, ඔයාට ජොබ් ඔෆර්ස් එනකොට ඔයාට ඒක පස්සේ තමයි තේරෙන්නේ මම මේක කරපු හින්දා නේද මට මේක ලැබුණේ කියලා. Yeah. All right. What else? Sorry. Yeah, so this is like a list of the master scholarships that I made, and uh, you can find these videos on my channel, and later on I'll show you some websites I made so to help you navigate this. So like I said, I have covered different countries and different places also, uh, whether it's Korea, whether it's China, whether it's Germany, whether it's the UK, you name it, it's there. And for PhD scholarships also, I have done many videos on that. So please take your time and go through them, because it's a lot. I can't go through all of them, but if you just pick one of them and try to get an idea. All of these could be found in my website iqlabs.edu.lk/courses, and if you just go to the website, you can easily find it. And another thing I want to talk about is that there are some scholarships. It might not be for people interested in an academic pathway, but it's meant for change makers. Now, this guy here, Mohammed Raja, he approached me once, and thanks to my this Fulbright video, he saw another Fulbright scholarship. It's for teachers who want to do amazing things in their schools. He got this program, and it was a fully paid event. He came to the US, met amazing teachers like them, got an exposure of how the US teaching and all works, and he went back with that training to improve his school. And his school is in Kannatota in Kagol. It's called Sulaimania Central. It's not a fancy school, it's a very simple school. But so this guy, after going there, he managed to organize its first science exhibition. Like he trained the students to carry out science projects, and when I was there, I got the chance to actually see it for myself. I was a chief guest, which is pretty cool. I'd never been a chief guest in my life, and it was nice seeing it happen. So I'm just saying, guys, like these guys, now he's determined, right? He could have had a very comfortable life in his job, but he decided to be a teacher after some time and do these things. And ඒ වගේ කට්ටියට මේ වගේ scholarships තියෙනවා. මම කිව්වාගේ අර so මම අර දීපු links වල ටිකක් හොයලා බලන්න මේ වගේ Fulbright එකේද, Chevening Awards වලද, DARD scholarships check කරලා බලන්න මේ වගේ දේවල් කරන්න ආස කට්ටියටත් scholarships තියෙනවා. Okay, I think hope we are not too late. Yeah. Okay, guys, let me just take a water break. All right, guys. So let me give you some advice. So one thing is that you need to do some self-reflection and ask yourself, ඇයි මම මේ දේ කරන්නේ? ඒක ඔයා නිතරම අහන්න ඕන ප්‍රශ්නයක්. මොකටද මම මොකද්ද ඉස්සරහට කරන්න ඉන්නේ? And my advice is, ask what you can do for the world and don't ask what the world can do for you. I mean, this is a quote from President John F. Kennedy, but it is a very good quote that most of us don't understand. කියන්නේ නිතරම අපි කැම්පස් ගියාමත් අපි නිතරම අහනවානේ මට මේ ඩිග්‍රිය මොකක්ද මේ කියන්නේ මේකේ මට මොනවද කරන්න පුළුවන් ජොබ්ස් මොනවද අපි හැමතිස්සෙම හරිම ටේක් වගේ මයින්ඩ්සෙට් එකක් නේ තියෙන්නේ අපිට ගන්න ඕනේ මට මේක ඕනේ අර්ග දීපන් මේක දීපන් instead ඔයා අහන්න ඕනේ හරි මට මොනවද ඕගලන්ට දෙන්න පුළුවන් මට කාගේ ප්‍රශ්නද විසඳන්න පුළුවන් අන්න එහෙම attitude එකක් තිබ්බනම් you can find out what you should be pursuing. It's a shift in perspective, guys. That's all it takes. And one thing, don't apply for high ranking programs. Again, karata kamak naha, but look for programs based on your interest. Again, ඇත්තට මේක ආසද මෙතනක තියෙන එක නැත්නම් ඔයාගේ interest එක මත බලන්න. Because across the board there are good universities. සමහරට අහලත් නැති තැන්වල හොඳ රිසර්ච් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම්ස් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. but ඒක ඔයා දන්නේ ඔයා එතන වෙබ්සයිට් එක චෙක් කරලා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ රිසර්ච් පේපර්ස් බැලුවම තමයි ඔයාට තේරෙන්නේ. අර මේ විශේෂයෙන් අපේ ළමයි මේ කැම්පස් ඇප්ලයි කරන්නේ නිතරම හරි පළවෙනි එක මෙඩිසින් පළවෙනි එක මේක එහෙමම දාන්න එපා. That's the wrong way to do it because sometimes ඔය ප්‍රෙස්ටිජස් කියන තැන්වල මහලුකු දේවල් නොතිබෙන්න පුළුවන්. Another thing is talk to lecturers. lecturers again නිතරම අහන්න සර් මම මේක කරන්න ඕනේද මේක හොඳයිද මට මේ ෆීල්ඩ් එක ගැන මොකද්ද සර්ට හිතෙන්නේ ඉස්සරහට මේක සාර්ථක ෆීල්ඩ් එකක්ද. Have that discussion guys and this will be useful for you when you want to get letters of recommendation also because they know you personally, right? මෙයාද මම මෙයාත් එක්ක කතා කරලා තියෙනවා මෙයා ඉන්ට්‍රෙස්ටිං චරිතයක් තේරෙනවනේ guys. So always get advice. What do you think this is? And be honest in the interview. If you don't know something, say no. දැන් නැත්තම් නැහැ කියන්න. මම කිව්වාගේ අර මේ don't promise the moon and the sun බැරි නම් බෑ කියන්න, right? හැබැයි have an attitude I'm willing to learn. And don't apply for too many programs. හයක් ඇති. ඒ කියන්නේ if you think properly high ranking ඒවා try කරන්නෙත් නැතුව if you like dig deep and go to some programs you might actually find some decent programs and try to apply for programs outside of your field. For example, like if someone did chemistry balanna if you're interested in the whole drug development and stuff like that check if there's an interesting program in the medical faculty or in the school of medicine or if say you did something in chemistry and you like manufacturing things balanna engineering program එක මොන හරි වට interesting දෙයක් තියනවාද. You did physics but you like these equations and you think you're interested in computer science. I think it's okay to change fields because අපේ කට්ටිය කරන ලොකු වැරද්දක් තමයි මම මේක නම් කරේ මම ජීවිතේටම මේක කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක that's the wrong attitude. You have to ask okay with my skills what type of problems can I solve? කාගේ ප්‍රශ්නද මට මෙතන විසඳන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම හිතුවොත් ඔයාට තේරෙනවා මම ෆිසික්ස් ඉගෙන ගත්තට මගේ මේ ඇනලිටිකල් ස්කිල් එක මගේ මේ මොඩලිං ස්කිල් එක හොඳයි ස්ටොක් මාකට් එකට. මට ඊළඟ මේ S&P 500 එක හදන්න පුළුවන්. You have to think like that. It's all about solving problems, providing services to others, and then you will see how things try to open up for you. And then another advice is send emails to professors, like from other universities. A good email can open doors. You think, like practice, get feedback from people. මිනිසුන් මේ clubs and societies වැඩ කරාම හරි මේ වගේ madam ගෙන් හරි sir ගෙන් අහන්න මේක හොඳ email එකක්ද මට මේක improve කරන්න පුළුවන්ද ඒව ඉගෙන ගන්න. So ඔයාට හොඳ professor කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම් approach කරන්න. I mean I need to warn you everyone might not reply back to you but some will and those are the ones that will matter. And I have made some videos on that under communication advice, so please check it out. All right. Yeah, I think we're done. But let me show of how to navigate these things. But yeah, let me just pull that up here. Okay, yeah. So yeah. The website is called iqlabs.edu.lk. මේ දන්නවනේ මාත් පොඩ්ඩක් branding වලට ආසයි, so that's why I made it like this. But I encourage you guys to join my mailing list. If I'm doing something new, you'll be the first to know it. Just name and email address, submit, and make sure you check your spam folder because you need to confirm that you got it from that. Most likely it goes to the spam folder. And then there's a section called scholarships. මේක මම තාම අප්ඩේට් කරගෙන යනවා. but මෙතන එක එක scholarships උයි ඒකේ අදාළ slides ටික මට තියෙනවා. So if you don't understand most of what's going on, you can check out the slides here, and I have put them here. Right? I need to update this more. Another thing is courses. If you go to courses, I did a lot of videos, so it don't look at the maths ones. But if you go down regarding planning your future, check these out. Applying for PhDs and scholarships. Ethana, I have put the videos there so that it's kind of easy to navigate. I mean, you can definitely go to my YouTube channel also, but this is kind of easy. And then the communication advice, like I show you how to write emails, how to do presentations. It's like a university of its own. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please let's go over them. Sorry, oh my gosh, did I not share the screen? I did, right? You can see it,
Yes,
right?
sir, you
Okay.
did.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because,
Okay, sorry.
so yeah, we have a few questions in the chat box.
Yeah, let's go for it.
May I read them for you?
Yeah, please do.
One of participants, Natasha, has asked, are microbiology and biochemistry graduates in demand abroad?
Especially for biotech related stuff, yeah, there is a demand for that. But yeah, and I guess like microbiologists work in food industries, like to make cheese, yogurt. That's also another area. So yeah, I can't say like what are the numbers. So if you like to do this, then you see the potential in this field, pursue it. And if you feel you need to pivot to something else, that's also not a problem. But yeah, definitely there is opportunity, but just be open to the fact that there are other things you might be able to do also.
She has also asked about that 3-year general degree. You have already explained that to us.
Yeah.
And she has asked, after graduation, how can someone excel in these fields, and how can we apply for high demand jobs or programs abroad?
Sorry, so after getting a 3-year general, is it?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how you can apply for jobs from here. Usually you go there only, it is easy. The foreign jobs while you're here, those stuff, working permits and all, so that I don't know.
And another question they have asked is like, if someone is pursuing a degree in AI, like software engineering, so how can they go to America to do a AI, artificial intelligence based degree? So he's asking.
Yeah.
About it.
So for that, so if you choose a degree, like a research area in artificial intelligence in a computer science department, then you can slowly work up the ladder and do that. If you do research in that area, then you will have more opportunities in that area.
Okay, someone has asked, most of the universities in Sri Lanka don't have many resources to do experimental researches. So we will have to do some theoretical, but our interest is in something else.
Mm-hmm.
So can we change the path
That's a good
or like an
question.
example,
No,
cosmology to biophysics or something like that. We have to
no,
ask.
I get you. I get you. I mean, and me and my dad, we are busy. We are writing this book also. On it's about like we want to call it like the research playbook kind of for undergraduates. So in that, I am going to talk about how to come up with a research project. And like you mentioned, if there's low resources, what do you do? But the thing is, the you have to you have to kind of propose, you have to discover problems and come up with a solution using the scientific method. And of course you might be passionate about this. Oh, I want to cure cancer, I want to do this. I mean, you can't afford a particle accelerator now in Sri Lanka, but still you can access the data from CERN and do your own tests. You don't have access to large telescopes, but you have tons of data of images taken by James Webb Telescope and whatnot. So you have access to data if that is your interest. You might not be able to do cancer research, but then you can do bioinformatics stuff. You can extract data from these, what do you call, patient data from hospitals and whatnot, and you can do that. So we shouldn't romanticize on this idea that, oh, this is what I want to do, this perfect picture. And we should just manage with our resources and try to solve the problems, and that will open doors for other things. That's how I look at it. For example, if you look at my research, it's very cheap, like, because I only had to, the data was already there in the hospitals waiting to be explored and investigated, right? ඉතින් ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මම නිතරම දකින දෙයක් තමයි ළමයි, අපි හිතනවානේ රිසෝසස් නැති හින්දානේ අපිට මෙහෙම දේවල් කරන්න බැරි කියලා. හැබැයි ඇත්තට රිසෝසස් අඩුකම හින්දා තමයි ගොඩක් මිනිස්සු ක්‍රියේටිව් වෙන්නේ. ඒක මේ හොඳම උදාහරණයක් තමයි ස්ටීවන් ස්පීල්බර්ග්ගේ ෆිල්ම් එක ජෝස්. CGI ටෙක්නොලොජි එක තිබ්බේ නෑ ඒගොල්ලන්ට. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලන්ට මෙකැනිකල් මෝරෙක්ව ෂාක් කෙනෙක්ව හදන්න සිද්ධ වුණා. පටන් ගන්න සීන් එකේ මේ මෙකැනිකල් මෝරා වැඩ කරන්න නැතුව යනවා. එතකොට අර ගෑණියෙක් මේ පීන ඉන්නකොට කොහොමද පෙන්වන්නේ ෂාක් කෙනෙක් එයාව කෑවා කියලා. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලන් කරපු වැඩේ කැමරා එක මෝරා හැටියට, ඒ කියන්නේ මෝරා කැමරා, ඒ කියන්නේ මෝරා දකින ඇන්ගල් එක කැමරා එකට දාලා මිනිහෙක් ඒක පීනගෙන ගිහිල්ලා පස්සේ මොකක් හරි කඹයක් දාලා අර ගෑණියෝ යටට ඇදලා ගත්තා. ඒ ජෝස් මූවි එක බැලුවොත් ඒක තමයි කරේ. නෑ CGI ටෙක්නොලොජි එක තිබ්බනම් උන්ට ඒක ලේසියෙන් කරන්න තිබ්බා. හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලන් අර වගේ ක්‍රියේටිව් ලෝ රිසෝසස් එක ක්‍රියේටිව් වෙච්ච හින්දා තමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ට මේ ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන් උනේ. and ඒගොල්ලන් උනත් කියනවා අපිට මේ රිසෝසස් අඩුකම තිබ්බේ නැත්නම් අපිට මේ වගේ ක්‍රියේටිව් වෙන්න බෑ කියලා. ආටිස්ට් කෙනෙක්ට ඔයා කිව්වනම් ඔයාට කළුයි සුදුයි විතරයි පාවිච්චි ගන්න පුළුවන්, එයා කියනවාද මට චිත්‍රයක් අඳින්න බෑ කියලා? එයා ඩූඩල් ආර්ට් කරයි, පිකාසෝ වගේ කරයි. So you need to have the restrictions. Actually the restrictions are a good thing. මම කිව්වාගේ like it's a different topic actually, but I want to include it in the book. මේ ඒ කියන්නේ බලන්න ඔයාට මොන වගේ ඔයාගේ ස්කිල් සෙට් එකෙන් ඔයාට මොන වගේ ප්‍රශ්නද විසඳන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයාගේ ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එකත් කන්සිඩර් කරලා, for example මම අර කියපු දේවල්, telescope data, particle accelerator data, patient data, you can search කරලා බැලුවොත් you can access them, right? And then using your domain knowledge in biology, in physics and whatnot, you can answer their questions, and that might open up other doors for you. You might be like a valuable data scientist to other companies. You might be you can even reach out to those people and they might even want to work with you. අන්නේම හිතන්න ඕනේ guys. It's a different topic, but I think it's a good question. Any other questions?
Yes, someone has asked about the job market. Maybe it's not related to this topic, but he has asked, how was the corporate side for biotechnology and bioinformatics? Is there significant salary increase for who completed PhDs and masters?
Good question, but I mean, it's like I said, it's unrelated to the topic. I don't see you can't analytically say PhD Kena would earn this more and Masters Kena would earn this much. It ultimately boils down to the skills, the tool set that person has. And this is what I mentioned before. It is not the degree that adds value to that person. It is the person that adds value to that degree. Like, you might have a PhD, but if you're not creative and you don't have that effective communication, you can't explain down, then you won't progress in the career. But if you have those soft skills I mentioned, that will shape your path. So once again, the same point I mentioned, it is not the degree that adds value, it is the person that adds value to that degree.
Okay, thank you. I don't know whether time is
It's a bit
it's late.
If there are
someone has
yeah.
Yes?
No, go ahead. We can have 2 more questions.
Okay. Someone has asked, if my bachelor is in biology, can I study masters and PhD in math or physics related?
Interesting. Again, Mega, you might have to. That is a bit hard in the sense, what is your intention? If I may ask, what is the goal of that person? What is your objective? Like, what do you want to be? Then I can give a better answer. Can that person reply to that question?
Netmini has asked us, Netmini, it's okay if you can unmute your mic and ask directly from.
Yeah.
I'm interested in physics and maths, although I'm doing biology in my bachelor's. That's why I'm asking the question.
Right, Nandini. But if I may ask you, why are you interested in that? අයියෝ මේකට ආස ඒක කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? What is the importance you see in that field? No, I'm genuinely curious. It's not to put you down, I'm asking.
It's because I got interested in physics and maths when I'm doing
Okay.
A-level.
Let me recommend you another field to look at. It's called computational biology. Just look it up. It's something you might be interested in. Because my advice to you would be, use your biology background and gain some skill set in mathematical modeling and whatnot, and try to approach another field like this. You might actually like it. Again, for example, a good example of biology, computation biology, is how they predict the spread of diseases, how they predict how a virus goes. It might be of interest to you, because that also, the mathematical thinking is there, and at the same time it you get to do a lot of biology too. Have you even heard of that field?
No, sir.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I may look into that. So guys, මේ මං ගොඩක් විට මිනිසුන්ගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නේ ඇයිවා මේකට ආස, මොකද්ද මේකේ දකින විශේෂත්වය? ඒ ප්‍රශ්නෙට ඔයා ඒක ඔයාගෙන් අහන්න ඕන දෙයක්. ඒක ඇහුවාම ඔයාට තේරෙනවා ඇත්තට මට ෆිසික්ස්මත් නෙමෙයි ඕනේ, මට ඕනේ මෙන්න මේ ඉන්ට්‍රෙස්ටිං ප්‍රොබ්ලම් මේක solve කරන්න. Then you sort of find a nice niche for yourself. Any other questions?
There are a few questions, but we are running out of time.
Yeah. I understand.
Is it okay if I ask one?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Sashini has asked us, so is it valuable that we do research like scrapping machine learning using GitHub by ourselves without guidance of lecturers? Is it possible to join data analytics and physics concepts together in research?
No, you can do that. It's just that you need someone to mentor you, to hold you, to guide you. That's the goal of a mentor. And I'm pretty sure if within your university or outside the university, if you notice someone who can offer you this mentoring, just send them an email and ask. No harm in trying. But you need to have some guidance to know, okay, like a second opinion, because sometimes within your own pursuit, it's like tunnel vision. You don't see what is around you, and you're so focused on it, you're sometimes hitting a dead end.
Okay, Dr. Fadil. Thank you so much for sharing all these insights.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm sure our listeners will find this conversation really valuable as they plan their scholarship journeys or anything in their future. It's really engaging conversation. I never feel.
Thank you.
So as our time together draws to a close, let us remember the academic journey is not a rat race, but a symphony where perseverance, passion, and purpose harmonize. So, Dr. Fadil, thank you for sharing your illuminating story and motivation for all who aspire.
Thank you so much.
As Dr. Fadil said, in your hands lies the power to write your own story. So, keep your pen poised and your spirit unyielding. Thank you, everyone, for lending your ears and hearts. Keep striving, keep believing. Your journey has only just begun. So next, I would like to invite Ms. Nikini Sandanika, the Director of the Personal Development Avenue, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the VidE Club and the organizing committee, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude, Dr. Fadil. Thank you for your time, your practical advices, and for answering our questions with honesty and care. Our insights on scholarship planning and persistence will stay with us. To our executive committee members, volunteers, and our personal development avenue team, your dedication made tonight possible. Thank you for showing up and for actively engaging with us. We hope Inspire 3.0 helped you take forward steps towards your goals. See you at the next VidE Club program. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nikini. So before we close, we invite Dr. Fadil, the organizing committee, and participants who have joined with us for a group photograph to mark Inspire 3.0. Okay, let me count, guys. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you, everyone. So, on behalf of the White Club, thank you all for coming. We hope tonight has given you new ideas and renewed your energy to pursue your goals. Dr. Fadil, we are truly grateful for your presence and the brilliance you brought to this gathering. Have a nice day, and we look forward to see you at our next phase.
Thank you so much, guys. It was
Have a
a
great day.
good. Have a good night. Thank you so much for having me. It was really a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Dr. Fadil.
Thank you.
See you, Mali. Huh. Let me just look at the chat. My gosh, so many messages. I'm glad you guys filtered it out.
Because there was over 100 participants
Oh yeah.
during this time. Fadil, I'm glad I'm also one of your subscribers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Videos were interesting, and I'm just
Is
looking at
it? Do you see a
the.
difference between the guy in the YouTube video and here, or is it the same person?
It's the same humble
Ah,
person.
thanks. Ah, I still can't imagine. Like sometimes my dad tells me like he meets people who have seen him, and
And it's so easy to talk with you, comfortable.
yeah. No, I mean, I still have that childish. The child hasn't died in me, so I'm always like this thing. Yeah. No, I do enjoy these sessions. They one thing is it helps me think what you guys are interested in, and helps me come up with material, and the and it's really nice hearing people's success stories. Like I on and off I sometimes get an email saying they because of the videos they were able to get ahead in life, and it's really humbling to hear that. And I and it's online, right? I don't sometimes even see their faces or know them, but occasionally when I get the email I feel very blessed to have got it. But yeah, it's nice. Now I need to sit down and write the book, because I think I want it to be something that could really benefit a lot of undergrads and like change their perspective. Yeah, like even when I the reason why I made these videos, guys, was that I saw a lot of kids not making use of the opportunities they have. They're always just complaining, and the tools were just lying in front of them. So like I even research also, there is something you guys can do that within your capability. You just have to be creative, and that creativity we can't be taught, right? It has through trial and error only you get it. But yeah, did it like was it something was it new, the material, like you have not heard it before?
Yeah, certain things I've sorted out by
Right.
this
Nice.
discussion, and me as a 3-year, third year undergraduate, and I'm leaving the university with a 3-year bachelor's degree.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah, I mean, like you can do many things, but the best thing is ask yourself what you can do for this world, and that way you will start to see so many problems you can solve, so many things, and then it creates opportunities. Like honestly, like if you want to do something interesting, just contact me. I will definitely check your email and may introduce you to people, but you have to have that drive. I want to do this. I think this is important. May and I will definitely may either I will help or I will pass you to someone I trust who can help. Either way. But yeah, you just have to take that first step. That's what counts. Yeah,
So
man.
apart from all of that, we have to remember that curiosity we had when we were 10 years old. That's what it drives us to new pathway.
Yeah, seriously.
Because curiosity dies when as we get older.
No, man, it's the I'm telling you, like, that's a big change in attitude that has to happen. It's literally making us prisoners in our own homes. Again, I didn't do anything new. No, I just told people to think differently. That's all. Yeah, man, seriously, like the mind shift has to happen, man. Like no matter what advice I give them, if they don't change their attitude, it's of no use.
And we must be ready to learn from any kind of people. Like maybe a 10-year-old kid can teach us something.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have my son is 6, so there are a lot of things I learned from him also. Yeah. Sajula, what do you want to do, Maldi, when you grow up?
Okay. Actually, I'm thinking of doing something computational chemistry or something. I feel like I'm doing chemistry honors here at Kelaniya. So after that, maybe pursue something in America, go to a PhD. Like one thing I learned is that from you today, saying that I will get a research funding. So then, whether it's enough for funding, like to be honest with you, we will be like 25, 26 years old when we get everything, and then we'll come to 30 and marriage and all those things come up. So we need to fund our families as well. Like some of us, like අම්මලා තාත්තලාත් සල්ලි දීලා යවනවානේ. එතකොට අර තියෙන දේවල් we need to help them as well. So yeah, so how, like, what are the challenges mainly you get? I know we have ended the session, but I'm just asking, like, how do you go from there? I think you said you married and everything went out that also.
No,
Like,
any situation has its positives and negatives, right? If you're married to someone, it has its pluses and minuses. If you're alone, it has its pluses and minuses. If you have children, it has its plus and minuses. How I deal with it is that I like this kind of comes from our theology, that in Islam it says that life is a test, and every person is a test. Every opportunity is a test. It is a test of your character. So I have children. I take it as a test to improve my character. I am more patient now, and I'm more responsible now. And I manage my time more now. Like, I still make videos, right, despite having 2 kids and all, because I'm writing a book also. There are positives. If you're married, you have someone to talk to. It has its negatives also, right? Of course, in-laws are there. You have to handle all of them, but there are positives also, right? So focus on that and make the best out of that. And then the other things, just treat them as tests. They're just testing my patience. So I just have to calm down and handle it, because it benefits you, right? Imagine, Majang, diamond. How is diamond made? It's by pressurizing car
pressure.
under pressure, right? Without pressure, you don't get anything valuable, right? So it's a good thing, right? These problems, financial problems, all this, it's there to test you, Macham, to make you a better person. And that's why I tell people, even after getting what you wanted, you should be humble. You should remember that there are others who don't have it, and there are so many people who helped you get it. Don't forget them. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is, Majang, after getting all that you wanted and suddenly you become arrogant, you have lost the game, right? Yeah, that's your downfall, right?
Yeah.
So just treat life as a test. You've been tested by people, and it's only going to make you better, right? These challenges and all.
Thank you so much for that.
No worries. No, but honestly, my advice to anyone of you guys is like aim for excellence. Like, go for the highest thing you can get, and at the same time inspire people around you also. Okay, open doors for them as well. Whatever. So your computational chemistry, great, man. You should decide, I'm going to start my own lab one day. I'm going to I want to build a company one day or I want to create some cool product software one day. එහෙම හිතන්න ඕනේ මචං.
I mean, just out of context, any idea to start any company or something? We can
No.
buy. No.
No, for me, right now.
Because you have a lot of connections in Sri Lanka. Like many people know, like network के माहित नहीं. ගොඩක් මේ researchers ලගේ ඉඳන් company wise like they really like you and like නිකන් දන්නවට නෙවෙයි like they know what you can do. So like,
No, I mean,
you can start something. We also will volunteer for it. Actually, to be honest.
I know. I need to. I'm still trying, macam. කියන්නේ for me my main මට නිකන් මිනිස්සුන්ගේ සල්ලි ඉල්ලන්න මොකද්ද වගේ.
No, නිකන් investors like.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, macam. It's a you can't imagine. ඔයගලන්ට හිතා ගන්න බෑ, but I still have that. This is advice I need to tell myself also. I'm always scared, macam, if money could corrupt me. Like, I'm scared of that. Again, I'm always scared if I could lose myself. So I'm මම අර හැමදාම එන පොඩියට තමයි දෙන්නේ මචං. Like,
Oh, I get it, man. No matter who the person is, අර සල්ලි හම්බෙද්දී අපි උනත් කියන ඕනේ අර ඒක problem එක මිනිස්සයාගේ නෙමෙයි. ඒක අර position එකට ආවම දැන් president උනත් කවුරු උනත් ඒ power එකට එනකොට ඒක වෙනවා. ඉතින් but still like if people like you don't start up something like that, then
I know.
ඒක අපරාධයක්.
I know I should. Yeah. So slowly, madam, my main goal now is to get this book out. I want to establish a name as myself as an author and see how that works out, if it turns out to be a success. Later on, I might save up some money and invest in small projects kids want to do. For example, like experimental kits. If they want to make some, I might invest and test those ideas out. I have some plans in mind. I think very small, macam, and give 100% effort to that before starting something big. Like, if you look at most companies, they started small, right? Like Nintendo, their first product was cards. Like,
yes.
They didn't. Later on, they went to arcade games. Later on, they decided to make consoles. That's my thinking. Like IQ Labs started as a YouTube channel. Slowly it might pivot into a publication house or whatnot. Slowly it might pivot into in science and tech education, slowly. But like you said, I have to do something. You're right. What about you, Duli? What do you like to do? Is there anything?
I don't know. Actually, I'm also passionate in writing, maybe not
Writing?
related to my degree.
In
Yeah,
writing?
yeah,
Oh, great! Like in what medium? Like Sinhala, English?
yeah.
What's your?
When I was like 11 years or 10 years, I was writing these little Sinhala poems, and now it is shifted to English language.
Really, I'm seriously telling you, become a science communicator. Like write books, do research, write books that makes people want to fall in love with that field.
Yeah, I would love to, but I don't know where to start. Like,
Just start a blog.
it's like so big.
I know. Just on Medium or whatnot, just write a blog. Explain something to them.
Mm.
Why do we do this? What is? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you a physical science or a biological science student?
No, biological science.
All right. So okay, just explain to them. Yeah. I mean, I'm. Something, a problem they encounter but never thought of. Like, why do you get a fever? Is it a bad thing or a good thing?
Yeah.
Because we don't have. I mean, imagine if you could write a nice textbook for A-level students that doesn't that they don't have to go for extra classes. They go to school and they use your book, and maybe they might you can also have a YouTube channel where they access that stuff you're explaining further. It could really help people, right?
Yeah, I think not just facts, it's like something very creative and like a storytelling.
Exactly. Or you can talk about how this discovery was made, the life, the story of this scientist. No, seriously, I encourage you to start something.
Thank you.
No worries.
As biology students, all we do is the cramming and
Yeah, seriously, man,
A-levels.
it's really bad. And
Yeah.
and with AI and all, it is replacing those techniques, right?
Yeah.
AI is replacing the ability. You don't have to cram now. You can just type, it comes. But creativity, that emotional aspect, that is something AI cannot give. Yeah. Anyway, guys, it was lovely talking to you. I think maybe this person has my email. You would have seen my email, right? Just I think Nikini or someone has it, or Janani has it. Just keep in touch with me, okay?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, man. See you guys. See you. Bye. I gotta go.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
No worries. Take care. Oh, hi, Janani. I couldn't say hi to you.
Hi.
Hi, Janani. Thanks for inviting me. I think you are the one who approached me, ne?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I am
What are you doing?
I'm doing physical science.
Okay. Are you third year?
No, second year.
Okay.
I'm computer science, statistics, and PO-Maths.
Okay. Nice. All right. My young little one is here. This is the other guy. You would have seen the first one making an appearance, right?
Hi. Hello.
All right. Well, guys, keep in touch. Let me know if you need my help for any other sessions or anything. If you can give me a heads up, I can prepare and come. let me know what the audience thinks also. But yeah, see you then. I'll leave this chat. Bye.
Sure. Have a great day.
See you.